Chapter 21. Lisa said seriously, "Now that the tournament is over, I can tell you about your duties. Every Team Rocket member must have collected at least 100 TRM points, Team Rocket missions every 3 months. As a Team Rocket member, you now have access to the Team Rocket Mission Center. In the Team Rocket Mission Center, you can accept missions that give you TR points and TRM points. You can decide for yourself which assignments you take, but after 3 months you have to collect 100 TRM points. Believe me, the penalty for failure is cruel. If you have collected more than 100 TRM points, you can use them for the next payment or exchange them for TR points. Okay, now that I have completed my task, I am leaving." Lisa called her Alakazam and teleported away. The rookies were surprised by Lisa's indifference. Few rookies walked out of the room and a few waited to chat with other rookies. Alex went to Maria and said, "Congratulations for the victory, I owe you a favor. Tell me about the TRH device if you need help." Maria said surprised, "Wow, you are a surprising good loser. I thought you would get angry for the defeat." Alex answered seriously, "No, you're wrong, I'm very angry that I lost. The date and the tournament were very important to me, but a loss is a loss." Maria said, "Oh, was the date so important to you? I don't mind giving you a chance, but I don't have time right now." Maria thought, "Wait, what did I just say? I was so happy to have won that I didn't even think about what I was saying. But still, normally that shouldn't happen to me. I think he's a bit cute, but nothing more. But he could be a rapist or a crazy one, in Team Rocket you never know. I find it strange why he seems so friendly. But maybe he is really in love with me. I am so confused." Alex happily said, "Good, I'll tie you to these words after a month." Maria said, "Do that. I'm going away now." Alex happily waved, "See you." Alex thought, "Am I imagining it, or is she a bit a tsundere? I think I've watched too much anime, but I have the feeling that she is hiding her true feelings." Good, but who doesn't in Team Rocket? After Maria left, Lars came to Alex to talk a bit. Both exchanged their experiences and promised to stay in contact. Alex headed for the recruit dormitory to pack all of his things and go to his new room. Because Alex is now a Team Rocket member, he gets a new room. After he packed everything up and registered for his new room, he left the recruit dormitory. Almost all Team Rocket members are accommodated in the Team Rocket dormitory. From Team Rocket member to Team Rocket Elite Captain, everyone sleeps in the Team Rocket dormitory. Private houses only have high ranks. Alex stood in front of his new room and opened the door. His new apartment had 5 rooms: kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, training room, living room. Alex was impressed with how much better his room is now, but it didn't matter to him. He wants to get stronger and more luxury doesn't help. He took out Zubat's Pokemon ball and threw it on the floor. Zubat, who is healed, appeared in front of Alex. Zubat looked very sad that he lost this fight. Alex said, "Don't be sad about Zubat, there isn't a Pokemon that has never lost. It's my fault we lost. I should have tried to find a better attack move for you. I thought we would win easily with this tactic. I was way too arrogant and self-confident in these tactics." Zubat looked at Alex and said with sign language and gestures, "No, I was too weak." Alex said seriously, "Let's work hard that we win next time." Zubat looked at Alex with an expression. Alex was stunned and said confusedly, "Zubat, what about that expression?" Zubat looked serious at Alex and said with sign language and gestures, "You are predictable. Besides, I train hard, you just watch how I train." Alex was briefly stunned, but after a few seconds, he laughed out loud. He forgot the pain of losing while laughing. Zubat saw that Alex felt better and watches it with an expression. Chapter 22. Team Rocket Mission Center is a fairly large facility where Team Rocket members can accept missions. These missions could be anything like being a guard for 1 month or catching a certain Pokemon. Of course, some missions can only be accepted with a special rank. The ranks for the missions are: D. Team Rocket Member. C. Team Rocket Elite Member. B. Team Rocket Captain. A. Team Rocket Elite Captain. S. Team Rocket Executive. So Alex can only accept D missions. If he wants to do a higher mission, he must improve his rank. If you have collected enough TRM points, you will automatically be upgraded to a higher rank. Of course, if you want to become a Team Rocket executive, you need more than just TRM points. You must be recognized by Giovanni and fulfill a special mission from Giovanni. Alex stood in front of the task board, which you have to catch Pokemon. He doesn't necessarily have to catch these Pokemon to get TRM points. You can exchange any Pokemon for TRM points, but you get a lot less than if you catch the Pokemon on the quest board. The advantage of these Pokemon catch tasks is that you have more free time and can earn TRM points more easily than anywhere else. The downside is that it is very dangerous. You never know when you might encounter a strong Pokemon. Alex looked at the task that a Beedrill with at least B talent wants. Reward 60 TRM points. That seems too good for a Beedrill, but Alex knows the B talent means that it is bronze. You need to know that most Pokemon are normal rank and 10% of all Pokemon are bronze. So it is not easy to get a bronze Beedrill for a normal Team Rocket member, but for Alex, it is relatively easy. B talent up to S talent can be determined with a certain machine. But the machine is difficult to make and uses a lot of resources every day. That's why you have to pay 500 TR points if you want to check the talent of a Pokemon. There is also a 10% error rate. If this happens, the potential cannot be measured. That's why Alex thinks his system isn't that bad. It doesn't cost anything, and it doesn't have an error rate. Alex accepted the missions and bought provisions for a month. He also bought camping equipment so that he doesn't have to sleep on the ground. It all costs him 100 TR points. He also bought 1x Hyper Potion 1000 TR points, 3x Super Potion 600 TR points, 10x Pokeball 100 TR points, 30x Energy Powder 750 TR points, 4x Antidote 200 TR points. So of his 2800 TR points he only had 50 TR points left. Alex didn't buy Taurus blood because it was too expensive and because Zubat can drink the blood from wild Pokemon. Although the quality is worse, it is fresher. The 3 super potions are to heal Zubat when he is injured. The Hyper Potion is for when Zubat's life is in danger. The Pokeballs are of course for the Pokemon Alex wants to catch. Energy Powder is for Zubat who gets faster stronger when fighting and it recovers energy faster too. Alex goes to the exit of the Team Rocket base. You can only leave the base with the help of teleport as far as Alex knows. At the exit is a bored man with a Kadabra. He was wearing a captain's uniform and was sitting on a chair bored. Alex goes to the man and said, "Sir, I have a mission and have to leave the base. Can you help me please?" After Alex finished talking, he secretly gave the man 1 energy powder. The man accepted it immediately. In Team Rocket you have to pay respect to those of higher rank. Even if this man is responsible for sending Team Rocket members out, it is part of the good tone to give him a tip, unless you want to teleport to a dangerous place. Chapter 23. Viridian Forest is a forest that lies between Viridian City and Pewter City. The trees in the forest are so thick that little light gets in, and because of this, the forest is full of bug and grass type Pokemon that attract Pokemon Hunter and other trainers. Because of its dark and shady environment, Viridian Forest hosts a large array of different bug type Pokemon. They are not particularly powerful, but they will cause status conditions such as paralysis and poison. It is advised from signposts that trainers should buy status condition healing items such as Antidote and Paralyze Heal before entering the forest. Alex is standing in front of the entrance to Viridian Forest. The forest has different entrances and exits. In the norm, rookies trainers often come to Viridian Forest to train their Pokemon or to catch new Pokemon. But hardly any trainers dare to go deeper into the forest. Viridian Forest also has many elite Pokemon deep in the forest. "Zubat, come out." Alex called Zubat from his Pokeball. Alex said seriously, "Zubat, we are about to enter a dangerous zone. Please be careful that no Pokemon sneak attacks us." Zubat made an expression like, "Leave it to me." Alex and Zubat didn't have to wait long. After 15 minutes, Zubat was attacked by a Pidgey. Pokemon. Pidgey. LV. 12. Attributes. Flying normal. Abilities. Keen Eye. Gender. Male. Potential. Normal. Moves. Tackle. Sand Attack. Gust. Mirror Move. Quick Attack. Only LV 12 and with normal potential. Alex saw the information and was disappointed. Alex said. Zubat used Swift. Pidgey is a normal type Pokemon, so Shadow Ball cannot harm Pidgey. Pidgey tried to avoid Swift but couldn't. It has suffered a lot of damage. Although it can still fight, it looked like it didn't want to fight anymore. Pokemon aren't stupid, they can tell when they don't stand a chance. Of course, mostly only weak Pokemon run away. Pidgey didn't want to fight anymore and run away. Alex didn't chase Pidgey, he didn't want to catch it. It wouldn't get a lot of TR points anyway and he only has 10 Pokeballs. Alex said sarcastically, Zubat, was that a tough fight? Zubat looked at Alex as if he was mentally retarded. Alex laughed and said, why do I think a Pokemon can understand sarcasm too? Zubat looked at Alex with one expression at. Alex hugged Zubat and said, Zubat, don't be so cold. Zubat escaped the hug and fly into the air. Alex gave Zubat a playful look and said, so, you like to hug? Zubat ignored Alex as they moved on. After a few hours, Alex was deeper in the forest. He met many Pokemon who wanted to fight or who ran immediately, but none of them had good potential. These Pokemon were low LV and had hardly any fight experience, so no Pokemon managed to hurt Zubat. Suddenly Alex saw 5 Beedrill which are LV 13 to 15. Also, a Beedrill has bronze potential. Pokemon. Beedrill, LV 15. Attributes: Bug Poison. Abilities: Swarm. Gender: Male. Potential: Bronze. Moves: Poison Sting, String Shot, Harden, Peck, Twineedle, Rage. Alex thought, 5 versus 1. My advantage is that my Zubat is stronger than the other Pokemon and that I discovered them before with Zubat's sound waves. I think with hit and run tactics Zubat should easily win without injuries. Alex said quietly, Zubat use tactics 1. I'll stay here. Zubat looks at Alex and says with sign language, why are you hiding? Alex looked at Zubat and said, Zubat, do you think the fight will be easier if you have to protect me? Zubat looks at Alex and immediately understood what he meant. He flew in the direction of the 5 Beedrill. Alex saw how quickly Zubat agreed and thought, Zubat, although, indeed, you shouldn't agree so quickly. I feel a bit like a weakling. Should I train like Bruno from the Elite Four so that I also have a good strength? But I'll never get as strong as a strong Pokemon anyway. I'd better focus on how to make my Pokemon stronger. Quote, Chapter 24. Zubat flew in the direction of the 5 Beedrill and used Shadow Ball on the weakest Beedrill. Alex has often explained to him why in a hit and run tactic with several opponents he should attack the weakest first. He said, usually that this is the best option. If he doesn't say it in particular, Zubat should attack in this sequence. Shadow Ball hit an unexpected Beedrill on the head. A critical hit. As in the game, you can do more damage if you hit a special part of the Pokemon body. Of course, it depends on the Pokemon on which part of the body has a weakness. But for most Pokemon, the head is a weak spot. Beedrill who was hit was seriously injured and fell to the ground. Alex saw this from a distance and thought, nice, Zubat can do good damage to Beedrill. But Zubat is 6 LV higher than this Beedrill and hit him with a critical hit. If you look at it that way, the damage is still not high. The advantage is Zubat is faster than these 5 Beedrill that has not been trained. Quote, the 4 Beedrill saw that their comrade was suddenly injured by a Zubat and all 4 Beedrill flew angrily in the direction of Zubat. Zubat, who expected this, used the run and hit tactic. If there are more opponents, Zubat should use Ultrasonic instead of Shadow Ball as Alex told him. Ultrasonic does not do much damage but has a large attack surface and can hardly be avoided. The 4 Beedrill angrily pursued Zubat. The fight was under the control of Zubat for the first 3 minutes, who was faster than the Beedrill. In these 3 minutes, he manages to defeat another 3 Beedrill but was hit by one of the Beedrill with a string shot. At the end of the fight, Zubat fought against the bronze Beedrill 1 versus 1. Zubat, who was now slower, could no longer perform a hit and run tactic and was forced into close combat by the Beedrill. Fortunately, this Beedrill was already badly injured by Ultrasonic and couldn't take another hit from Shadow Ball. So the 1 versus 1 passed quickly when Zubat used Protect and Shadow Ball. Alex saw that Zubat won without injury and happily ran towards Zubat. He allowed Zubat to drink some blood from the bronze Beedrill and gave Zubat an energy powder to recover his energy more quickly. Then he caught the unconscious bronze Beedrill and quickly walked away with Zubat. Beedrill is a vengeful Pokémon. If a Beedrill is injured by a Pokémon, a swarm of Beedrill will often chase that Pokémon. Pokémon therefore rarely attack a Beedrill. Naturally, strong Pokémon need not be afraid of a Beedrill swarm because a strong attack with a large range defeats the whole swarm. Alex knows this and quickly runs away with Zubat. Zubat is strong but not strong enough to survive a swarm of Beedrill. While running, he looks at Zubat's information. Pokémon. Zubat. LV. 20. Attributes. Poison Flying. Abilities. Inner Focus. Gender. Male. Potential. Silver. Moves. Absorb. Ultrasonic. Astonish. Bite. Wing Attack. Confuse Ray. Swift. Haze. Innate Talent. Shadow Ball. TM. Protect. Zubat was LV19 before accepting these missions. After this fight levels up directly, which shows how effective real fights are. If it wasn't so dangerous, many trainers would probably train here. Alex thought, Haze is a pretty useful move. If Zubat was able to use Haze before this fight he wouldn't have to go into close combat with Beedrill. The problem is when you use Haze you are an easy target for attacks. Especially if you are unskilled on that move. But this move should be practiced because if you can use Haze quickly and effectively it is a great advantage in combat. Ultrasonic is also an interstate move, although weak attack power it has a range and hit rate. The problem is that this attack gets weaker the stronger the Pokémon it is used against. Maybe it's not worth spending a lot of time to make this move effective. I'll think about it later. Chapter 25. Alex and Zubat went on but were careful not to go deep into Viridian Forest. As soon as you meet an elite Pokémon there is a chance to die, and the deeper you go into Viridian Forest, the more likely you will meet an elite Pokémon. That's why Alex thought it was stupid to go deeper into Viridian Forest with his strength. Alex thought, I should stay in this area, there are a lot of Beedrill in this area. I can also level my Zubat well here. Although it's a bit dangerous, the risk is small. Zubat spotted two Pokémon fighting each other. It was two Scyther who had a duel. Alex looked at the info from both of them and one was normal. But the other Scyther impressed Alex very much. Pokémon. Scyther. LV. 17. Attributes. Bug Flying. Abilities. Technician. Gender. Male. Potential. Silver. Moves. Leer. Quick Attack. Focus Energy. Double Team. Feint. Wing Attack. Innate Talent. Roost. Alex saw this Scyther and thought, I have to catch this Scyther. It's way too strong not to catch. It has Technician, Silver Potential, and Innate Talent move Roost. The problem is that Scyther is very likely too strong for Zubat. It's faster, stronger, and it has better recovery abilities. Dust can't be used either because Scyther can sweep away dust at any time. Fuck. I find a treasure that I can't take. Quote. While Alex was thinking, the duel comes to an end. The Silver Scyther defeated the normal Scyther and was only slightly injured. Scyther is a Pokémon that values honor and strength. When a trainer wants to catch a Scyther, the easiest way to catch it is to challenge it to a duel and defeat it. Scyther respects strength very much. Alex saw this Scyther and knew that he had no chance with Zubat as long as Zubat did not evolve. But he doesn't want to give up this chance. He can later fight the Scyther, but it is difficult to find a special Pokémon in this forest. Alex had a good idea and went to the Scyther. Scyther spotted Alex and Zubat and got ready to fight. Alex saw this and said, Hey Scyther, I saw your strength and wanted to challenge you to a duel, but now that you're injured, I don't think it's fair. How about you fight tomorrow morning at sunrise, Zubat, and you? If I win you will be mine Pokémon, and if you win I'll give you this item. He picked up an energy powder and showed it to Scyther. Scyther is a Pokémon that values strength. As soon as he saw energy powder, he knew it could help him get stronger. It looked in the direction of Zubat and thought that it could win without any problems. Scyther nodded and sat down. It seems to be resting here, waiting for the duel here. Alex saw this and thought, Nice went better than I thought. Probably because Scyther values stronger the most, it was so easily convinced to duel. Well, now I have time to evolve Zubat. I'm going to the area where I found this Beedrill and train there. Quote. Alex and Zubat go to the place with the Beedrills and discovered the 5 Beedrill patrolling this area. All were normal potential and between 13 to 15 LV. Zubat receives orders from Alex and uses Shadow Ball against the weakest Beedrill. This Beedrill was overlooked and was hit in the head. He immediately passed out. The 4 Beedrill saw this and flew in the direction of Zubat angry. Zubat uses Ultrasonic and then he flies away quickly. He used again hit and run tactics. This time he was careful not to get hit by String Shot. After 2 minutes all 5 defeated Beedrill. Alex went on with Zubat. Until Zubat discovered 10 Beedrill. Alex saw the info on this 10 Beedrill. 9 Beedrill were normal and 13 to 16 LV. But a Beedrill was bronze and LV 19. Alex thought, bronze Beedrill LV 19 is probably not much slower than my Zubat. This is a very dangerous fight but probably one that gives Zubat a lot of experience. No, I can't risk Zubat life for short-term benefits without knowing the dangers. I prefer to count the advantages and disadvantages before I come to this fight. Poison Sting is a problem. If 10 Beedrill were using Poison Sting at the same time, Zubat probably can't dodge them all. Avoiding 5 Poison Sting is Zubat's limit. While it doesn't do a lot of harm, Zubat isn't a Pokemon that can take a lot of harm. Sting Shot is also a big problem. As soon as Zubat is slower than this 10 Beedrill he is dead. Haze and Protect can be used one after the other when Zubat is hit by String Shot. Using Haze on its own is too dangerous because it can easily be hit by 10 Poison Stings. So that means if Zubat wants to win that he has to quickly defeat 10 Pokemon or he has to have a good chance to avoid Poison Sting and String Shot. No matter how I think about it, it's too dangerous and unpredictable to go into this fight. While Zubat has a good chance of winning, Zubat's life is not worth betting. It is better to look for a weaker opponent.